Maybe we get muted. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know, Fred. I think I've played Rat-a-Tat during the intro before and we didn't get muted, but
yeah, Justin was in a Rat-a-Tat mood.
It's a good band. They're really strong band. Welcome.
Man, when was the last time they put something out? It's got to be
4 or 5 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. I think I listened to that one.
Yeah.
Because I think that was like when I was working at the bank. That was like the last time like Modest Mouse put something out too, right?
Yeah.
Like there were like a couple bands that put out music where I was thinking to myself,
Lady Farquaad.
Lady Farquaad, thank you.
8 months. 8 months.
Look at that.
We're almost there.
We appreciate the Farquaad's loyalty.
Almost the Twitch Prime baby. And you and Lord Farquaad can have twin Tabletop Royale babies. We got the Mystery Challenger.
Mystery Challenger is here.
Is unopened. Yet unopened. Shadowzan.
Look at the primes. They're rolling in.
Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated.
How did you guys use your Twitch Prime to subscribe?
How do you do that?
Was that really easy?
Did you link your Amazon account?
Did you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account?
And then you clicked the subscribe for free button? Is that how you did it?
Is that what happened?
Wow. That's so amazing.
Was it just that easy?
Also tonight, we have Lord Farquaad deck featured Catherine New Shark Attack III versus Bitterly Gross Cow.
And I'm going to try to stay in frame the whole night. We're trying that.
I'm trying to fix his camera so his head's not half destroyed.
I can't I can't be contained. I refuse to be contained.
That's true.
So we're doing the Challenger. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, we got some Cal. Was Cal the winner
of
the March Madness, the original March Madness?
I can tell you this. Claymore
throwing those subs out there.
That's not the Twitch Prime button.
That's not the Twitch Prime button.
I think you misclicked, Claymore. Oh god. Thank you so much for those gifted subs.
Level 3 hype train.
Much appreciated.
It just skipped to level 3. It skipped the 1.
Oh my god.
it went through the 2. It moved immediately to 3.
Assembling Kings, Ugluck 4242, Logan ATL, Slag Blast, and Vixen all got tier 1 subs. Look at that. That's amazing.
It's that easy. Look at that. You guys got it just by hanging around.
The hype is on unprecedented levels right now. Of level 3, that's unprecedented.
Yeah.
What was I doing?
We're talking about this. Yeah, Bitterly Gross Cow.
Yeah, so the original March Madness, let's take a look.
Yeah. Original March Madness, I think it was the winner.
Yeah.
I think and then it like immediately. Well, no. It was This was
contentious.
It was villain deck because we realized we misplayed one of the games in the True Contender tournament, I believe.
No, the Divinity. No, wait, hold on. No, yeah, Bitterly Gross Cow. Beat the Divinity who believes the light.
Yeah, I didn't include the Divinity though, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a shame because Divinity was actually a pretty cool deck too, but
Bitterly Gross Cow in the True Contender tournament we had to do a replay game.
We did to do a rematch because there was like a game-breaking mistake that was made that a viewer pointed out. So we replayed that game, and I think Cal won it, right? Yes. Yeah. So Cal won it.
Two-Faced Attorney, was that it?
Yeah, and I think Two-Faced lost or something. I don't know. We'll have to go back.
I think Two-Face had won, but then we replayed the game and Bitterly Gross Cow won.
Yeah, and so it ended up advancing. And so a lot of people were. It was a controversy in any way that we have controversies in this channel, but it was very funny. So
okay,
all right. Here's the deck lists for these. Let's see. Is that?
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine?
That's fine.
I'm gonna get off the table. Stop leaning on the table.
I'll decide which one I'm using.
I'm
on Cal.
Just turn up that resolution. Maybe I can move.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so you're playing Cal. I'm playing Shark Attack.
Yep.
Farquaad. We brought Shark Attack.
Okay.
Shark Attack. For those of you who don't know, Shark Attack was gifted to us by Lord Farquaad in the aftermath of No, it was before Discgate.
It was.
You got a Target, right?
Yeah, because we had bought Worlds Collide decks at Target, but we didn't have any Saurian or Star Alliance in our decks. So yeah.
We were at Richmond, I think, and we met Farquaad, hung out with him. So Tice the Betrayer, hello. Kostlaz.
I also want to join the train.
Join the train. There's plenty of room on the train.
Come on, ride the train. Come ride it.
Yeah. It's high school, middle school dance over here. We just and we run around the gymnasium. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good werewolf deck.
Yeah, I think it was our only werewolf deck, was it? Or did we have one more
tournament? I think so.
Well, it's the only one in this one, but I think was it the only werewolf deck that we had
in like the finals?
Just
period
that we had. We had a couple.
Several,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
This was definitely the best one.
So, I would say that I overrated Untamed and Worlds Collide initially because of decks like Shark Attack, and because of decks like Lirin, which was my deck from Indie. I was like, man, I don't get why people are complaining about Untamed, not realizing that I had played with like probably Untamed at like 90% of its potential.
Yeah, right. Lord of Winter with that 100 biddies. Thank you so much for them biddies. Getting on that train.
Thanks.
We're at 33% of the level 3 hype train. That's incredible. Insane.
Dis, I think Dis gets better in this set the more about the set that you know.
I would agree with that.
And especially a card like Imp Spectre. I think Imp Spectre on its surface is like a 4 out of 5 card. And then when you know more about the opponent's deck, it becomes a 5 out of 5 card. Yeah. And then if you combine it with like the right cards in a deck, it's like a 6 out of 5 card because it is brutally unfair.
Most of the time, you're more than happy to play like Scully and Inspector,
right,
in a different order than that. All right, 8.
Oh, we got a hype training.
Oh man, sweet.
Not Inspector, Infernus. That's what I was talking about. Choo choo.
I do like Inspector though.
What did you roll?
An 8.
I rolled an 8. 5. I was misspeaking. So
how dare you?
I was Alright, so you are first. I was so distracted by the hype train.
It's very distracting stuff. Alright. So
okay. I don't know. I'll look at this hand.
I think I mulligan this guy.
Cal might have a pretty good matchup against this.
It might.
I think Hysteria is a good card against this. I think Life Ward is a pretty good card against this.
Yeah, Infernus is absolutely nuts, yes. 4 Infernus IRL.
Yeah, so I think it's easier to play around Infernus if you have decks that generate Amber without pips. So
also, Infernus is 100 times better once you have like 1 Hysteria and or 1 Exhume.
Yeah.
The bet. He's doing it.
There. All I had to do
was click. He did it.
I just had to click a button. It was as easy as clicking the subscribe for free button.
Almost that easy. Arise as well, yeah.
Well, you'd have to have a Legacy Arise.
God, a Legacy Arise would be nuts.
Yeah. I'm sure there's like a double Infernus Legacy Arise deck, but
throw Hysteria in there.
I mean, I think that there's like some cards that I would almost always take a Legacy of. I think Arise is definitely one of them. Definitely. Can you imagine like a Maverick Legacy Arise and like Saurians or Star Alliance? You like finally deal with a Star Alliance board and they just get back, like a Kirby.
God, that would be so dumb. Your first World Squad deck had 3 Infernuses. I think one of our first ones also had 3. It didn't do that well.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it's not a Mass Mutation.
Yeah, I bet it's not.
There are 5 decks with 2 Infernuses and a Rise. Wow. That's pretty interesting.
Okay.
You purged 13 cards your first game. That had to feel good and also not good for your opponent. Billing Hero, just subscribe tier 1. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Alright, so I will start out. I'm going first, so I'll start out with This is actually a lot of stuff I don't want to see first turn. I'll say Valen Analyst.
Okay. I am gonna say Logos. I'll play Hapsis and a daughter. And it's your turn. I will draw, and then draw one more.
Say Shadows. I'll play Long Fuse Mines, Umbra, and a Dodger.
Okay, I will say Logos. I am gonna Thorium Plasmate the Umbra to kill it.
Okay.
I will Scrambler Storm you.
Okay.
So you cannot play actions. And then I'm gonna Information Exchange and steal one. Hapsis is gonna fight the Valent Analyst. I should have started all this off with that, based off of what I drew. And then Daughter is gonna Reap.
God, Saving Forge Soul Snatcher is pretty good, yeah.
And then I will draw 2 cards, and it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna say Discard the Gateway. I'll play a Schuler to steal one. I'll play Pit Demon. I'll play Tourette. Key Charge, Maverick, and Saurian. Yeah, that's nuts.
I think actually I run back Logos. I'm not actually going to play a lot of cards, but I get to use my stuff on the table, which I feel like is pretty good. I'm going to Thorium Plasmate Charette in between the Pit Demon and the Schuler. Hapsis will fight the Pit Demon. He'll lose the ward, but the Pit Demon will die, so he will get a ward and get to draw a card. I drew into Telltale Vapors, which is pretty good. So I'll play Telltale Vapors, draw 2, archive 1. Okay. That deck does have Dysania, so I gotta be careful about what I archive here. So I think I archive a relatively benign card. Like this. Alright, and then Daughter will just Reap. And it is your turn.
Okay. I'll say Logos. I will play Dysania.
Okay, so Molfen. That deck actually has a lot of steel, so I value Molfen kind of highly.
Well, I'll play the Spectral Tunneler, and then I will Experimental Therapy this Dodger.
Okay.
Who's definitely gonna die, but he's there.
Okay, I am going to say Saurian. I will play So Salt, so you cannot Reap. I don't actually have to worry about bait and switch anymore. I was already over the threshold, so you were gonna steal more than I could possibly deal with anyway. So I will play Odoak. I will Imperium and Ward. And then I'm going to 6-zipper Tyrannosaurus. 5/5/5/5. So I'll get the Dodger.
Okay.
You won't be able to use him next turn, but you'll be able to use him the turn after that. So I will say check with 7. It's your turn. I will draw 4.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play Umbra, Shadow Self, and Miasma. Your turn.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna say Logos here. Is that good? No, I don't think I say Logos. I think Untamed is maybe in order. Well, could also keep building up to a big Untamed turn. My deck's got to be getting pretty juiced for Untamed. based off of how much Logos and Saurian stuff I've played. Can I justify Saurian here? I don't think I can. Not with the long fused mines on the table. So I will say, yeah, I'll say Logos. I will Twin Bolt to do 2 damage to Umbra and the Shadow Self, so the Umbra, so the Shadow Self will just take 4. The Hapsis is going to fight the Shadow Self to finish it off. It'll ward and get to draw a card. I will then play kind of want to save this. I don't draw any cards if I don't play it though, and if I play it I get to draw 2 cards. I think this is probably worth it. I'll play Eddie, and I will archive. I'll archive a card. And it's your turn. Oh, Daughter will reap. Okay. And it is your turn. I will draw 2. Trying to very deliberately like play around the long fused mines that you have. And also that deck has like a lot of like word wipey stuff.
Say dis. I'm gonna fight the Eddie.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll use long fuse mine first.
Okay.
To get the wards.
Yeah.
I'll play a life ward. Play Hysteria.
Okay. So Daughter and Hapsis come back to my hand. Odoak loses his ward.
I'll play Shuler.
You are not stealing.
Oh, yep. I'll play Year of the Dead. Alright, your turn.
Okay, so I will forge.
Oh yeah, they're in the Shadow Self fight? No, he wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I know. But he gets double warded. Which doesn't do anything.
Right.
Okay, so I kind of want to say Saurians here. Yeah, I'm gonna say Saurians here. I'll pick up my archives. I am going to Axiom, so ward Odoak, blow those guys up. I'll get 2 chains. Odoak is gonna reap. I'm gonna play a Tricerian Legionary who will ward himself, and then I'll play a Tribune Pompidus. Alright, and it is your turn. I'm still at 7, so I don't actually drop any chains here.
I'll say Logos. I'll play Dexter. Actually, yeah, it's fine. I'll play Logos. Dexter. Sanya. Twin Bolt. They get the words.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I will say Untamed.
What are those squishy snufflegators?
I'm gonna play a Natural Selection, and everything lives. I'm gonna play Song of the Wild, and we're gonna play Ghost Hawk. Reap and get 2. Reap and get 2. I am going to play a Moorwolf, and then a Moorwolf to ready this one, who's going to reap and get 2. And that will be my turn. I will drop a chain and draw. Okay. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 10.
I'll say this. Play a Tourette. I will control the weak for logos and say you can't play creatures. And that's it.
Alright, so I forge.
Yep.
I say logos because I must. I will pitch a daughter and a hapsis. And it's your turn. I'll drop that last chain and draw 2.
Okay. Say shadows. I'll discard this here bait and switch. I guess I have forge.
So you could play it.
I'll play
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I will Umbra, Dodger, Pawn Sacrifice to kill the 2 more wolves.
Oh my god. That's a Bible thump right there.
Yeah.
Pour one out for the more wolves. Alright, my turn. Exactly like that. I am going to say Saurians. I'm going to play Imperium. And we're going to ward Odoak, and we'll ward Pompatus. And Pompatus is going to take out Charette. Lose this ward. I am gonna have the Tricerian Legionary take out Umbra. And then we will play Imperium to ward the Tricerian Legionary and ward Tribune Pompatus. I am going to stomp the Dexter. Here he goes on top. I will exalt Pompatus, I think, and then Odoak is going to reap, and I'll draw.
That is it. That is hyper the game.
Yeah. This is the god Odoak with a ward on him.
Yeah,
is like everything in Coda decks don't want to see.
Holy crap! Jeez. Ooh man, well, Cal sucks.
If like Coda is your favorite set and you love decks like Cal, then I can see why you might hate Saurians.
Yeah.
You're like, here's this 5-power bullshit creature that I can't kill. Every time I try to kill it, it doesn't die.
All right. Just like Worlds Collide boards, you just can't compare. They do not compare in any way to a bunch of blank creatures from Coda.
Yeah. I playing in this tournament makes me believe that Worlds Collide is a vastly superior set. Just
I kind
overall
of feel that way too. Yeah.
I think you do need to get into the game with something like Coda, because I think Worlds Collide is very complex compared to Coda, where you just kind of play your cards and you do what they say. But like Worlds Collide does require like some extra levels of strategy.
Yeah, we're enjoying these cross set matchups too, Rogue Runner. Glad you are as well. And we're learning a lot, I think. Yeah,
it's like it's hard to say too, because like the other night we had a bunch of Coda matches and the Coda decks were just like steal, 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 steal. But a card like Odoak comes down that like just blanks half a deck, then.
Something like Shark Attack might just be able to run wild on Coda decks because they rely on stealing to stop keys, and
and it's like
if you get Odoak down, then
and that deck has 3 Imperiums and the Tricerian Legionary, and it has Nature's Call, so like you can bounce the Tricerian Legionary and then like replay it on a future turn to ward him again, and anyway, there's like all kinds of like the Untamed in that deck is very explosive. So.
True facts.
also.
6. A 5. That's an easy mulligan. It's 2/2/2.
Huh. I think I just run with this. Yeah, I think I just run with this. It's too much power in my opener.
The sweating snowman is pretty great. The 5. Okay.
All right, I will go first and say shadows, play dodger, and it is your turn.
I'll say logos. I'll play graft, play hapsis, and wormhole tech.
Okay. I will say this. I am going to fear hapsis. And honestly, it's close whether you fear the hapsis or you fear the wormhole tech. I don't. Well, hapsis gets warded, and then it just becomes so much more difficult to deal with. I am going to play Eater of the Dead. I'm going to play a charrette. I will play a charrette, and then I'll play a pit demon. And bring some demon boys and gals your way. So, your turn.
I'll say Untamed. I'm going to play Song of the Wild, Ghost Talk to Reap. Reveal that card as archived. Play Kangafant and It may do nothing, but that deck also has Hysteria, so.
Yeah, and you just, I mean, like, this deck was slowly pushed off the board. I am gonna say this. I will play a Life Ward. I will discard the Gateway. All my guys take 1 point of damage if I attack Molefin. So I could send a sacrificial charrette after Molefin. Get him off the table. Pit Demon. Yeah, I don't even have to take actions now. I mean, I don't have to reap now. I can just fight. So I will send Eater of the Dead after. Actually, I'll send Charrette after Wormhole Tech. Then I'll send the Eater of the Dead after the Ghost Hawk. Take 2. Purge. Did that deck have Low Dawn?
I don't think so.
It did not. I will purge the Ghost Hawk. Pit Demon will steal 1. And then I will play another Charrette. And then I'll play another Schuler. Sometimes you just draw all of the discards at the very beginning of the game. And go ahead, I'll draw.
Okay.
This draw's stupid.
Yeah, I'll say.
I guess you got
Logos. I'll play Information Exchange to steal 2.
Hey, I stole those.
Play Eddie. Archive a card. Your turn. Power counter, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, he's much larger now. Okay. Alright. We're going to say this. And Schuler is going to take out Kangafant. Pit Demon is going to steal 1. Yes. This Charrette is going to fight Eddie.
Hosting
Mortimus
viewers.
with the host.
Welcome.
That's the.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, no, that's
that notification.
Yeah, that's how you know.
I forgot I made that.
Yeah,
and it was also still 311.
Yeah, that was still from Amber.
Yeah.
So, Eater the Dead is gonna reap and purge Eddie and get a power counter. Charette is gonna reap, and then I'm gonna control the weak for, I think, Logos. I know you can still get to activate Apsis here, but I think it's fine. So.
More Zach Reed. Thank you.
Appreciate that. And it's your turn.
Okay.
I'll draw one.
I'll say Logos. I will fight a Charette.
Okay.
Draw. I'll play Daughter. I'll Thorium Plasmate the Eater.
Okay.
There. Yeah, no, it's much different this game, right?
Okay, I will say this. I'll crash this Charette into Hapsis, take off the ward, and I guess you get to draw a card.
You also get the ward back, right?
Yeah, you're right. That does not work the way I wanted to. It was this Emperor's Honor. Okay. Do I say this again then? I'll just say Logos. I'll play Dysania. Blow up the archives.
Yep. It's a Nature's Call and a Tribune Pompatus.
I'll put Experimental Therapy on the Pit Demon. I think he makes the most sense. And that's my turn. I'll say check with 6, and it is your go.
Okay. Say.
I'll pop the life ward. Pop the life ward in there. So draw 2.
I was a little late on that pop. The white life ward. Okay. I'll say. I'll say Saurian. I will sow salt.
No reaping.
I will stomp. The Dodger.
Exalt.
The Apsis. Double Imperium. Or Daughter. Your turn. You do Forge.
Okay. I will say Shadows. I'll unstun the Pit Demon. I will bait and switch. This is an old school bait and switch. Would feel slightly worse.
Just slightly.
I will play a Shadow Self and a Hapsis. Sorry, Umbra. I like want that Hapsis dead, and I was like, I can use the skirmish to fight the Hapsis. And then I'll just go ahead and run out that Miasma. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Saurian. Play Odoak. Play Axiom.
Okay, so Charette lives, everything else gets exploded.
Gains. Play Imperium. Towards the Daughter again. Nope. And is it?
I'm not convinced this is a... I'm not convinced this is a great play. Yeah. But I'll play Speed Sigil. I will play Umbra. Umbra will fight the Hapsis. And then I will play a Nexus. And it is your turn. We'll draw. And go ahead.
Okay. Speed Sigil is pretty sweet. I will say Untamed.
I think Speed Sigil is particularly bad against Worlds Collide because the creatures in Worlds Collide are so much better.
I'll double Unnatural Selection.
Okay.
Effect. I will play a Moorwolf. Fight that Umbra. I'm going to play a Moorwolf. Ready this Moorwolf. Fight Charette. I'll play a Tentablin. I'll say check with 8. Draw last chain, draw 5. When I first discovered this artifact, I was like, wow, it changes the whole game. I was like, it broke the rules in a funny way. Yeah, no, it was really interesting in Coda, I think, because most decks made the same amount of usage out of it, but sometimes you'd have a Speed Sigil deck that got a little bit more advantage out of it. Now I think it's a liability when you're playing against stuff like Worlds Collide, where
even some AoE decks,
AoE decks too, where the creature abilities are so much more powerful.
Yeah, Collector Worm and like Speed Sigil, man, he's just like whoop, 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 just taking away like all your good creatures. And
but also, yeah, imagine if you had a or like a Legacy Speed Sigil on a deck with Star Alliance. I think that is a thing that's probably pretty good.
Yeah. All right, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to Twin Bolt to kill Hapsis and to kill a Moorwolf.
Bible thumps.
I'm going to play Mother. I am going to play Sloppy Lab Work. So archive a card. Discard a card. I'm going to discard Schuler because as long as Odwak is around, Schuler loses its of appeal. I can Reap with Mother, or I can fight like a Moorwolf off the table. And based off of how low you are in the deck, I think I fight a Moorwolf off the table because I think there's a pretty good chance there's more Moorwolves.
More Moorwolves.
And it's your turn. I will say check with 6. I will draw 6 with Thunder.
Alright, Keyforge. I'll say Logos. I'll Twin Bolt those guys.
Okay.
I'll Thorium Plasmate to no effect. I'll play Scrambler Storm. No actions. I'll Reap with Daughter. And that's it.
Alright, so I Forge. Alright, I will say Logos. I am going to play a Dexter.
Red key first, yeah. No, we have no red key barons in any of our decks, so we're showing off the red key a bit for those that don't see it.
I am going to play a Valen Analyst. I am going to discard Dimension Door.
That could have been pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know, you can't steal anyway, so.
Yeah, it's very mediocre. I can't take any of your stuff off the table. Not really effectively, so I think I'll just Reap twice.
Okay.
And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll say Saurian.
Should point out that the Scrambler Storm is Legacy. On the topic of cards cards that are good that will always that are legacy that will always be good.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say sorry. I'm gonna play a pterodactyl.
Oh, he is ready.
He is ready. That's pretty relevant. I will play Empyrean. Ward. Guys. These guys who are not warded. I will play Phalanx Strike. I will end up exalting here. I'm gonna do 4 damage to Mother and I think Dexter. And then I'll 6 Emperor Tyrannosaurus to get this Amber and drop this ward. This will unstun. And Odoak will just reap. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna say Logos. I'll play a Library Access.
Oh boy.
I'll play Spectral Tunneler and draw. I will play Dexter. And no, I don't play Dexter yet. Did I take that from the pool? Did I take it from you, or did I take it from over here? Anybody see?
I think you took it from over there because I think my Ember is the same.
Okay. I'm gonna Fogify first. I want an extra card in the discard pile.
Okay.
Or an extra Logos card in the discard pile. And also you can't fight next turn. Then I'll play Dexter, so I draw from discard pile. Okay, Roadrunner's on it. First day of a 30-day lockdown in Singapore. Nice.
Heck yeah.
We are what time is it over there? Is it like middle of the day?
We're on official stay at home or work as well.
8 a.m. Cool. Okay, nice. All right. You're on the complete other side of the world from us then. So yeah, we are in like our week 2 or whatever. 3. This is our 3rd week. Yeah.
Was that our 3rd week of like suggested stay at home?
Right. Now our state just like put in. Far behind. Yeah, our state is a little bit further behind because our governor is an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And draw. Okay, I will Sloppy Lab Work. And so I draw first. I can archive and discard. I am gonna discard this Hysteria. I am pretty sure it's like close to death. Like I don't.
Yeah.
You got I think it just puts a bunch of dudes back in my hand. So
Singapore did very well. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. They were really the infection rate there was really low. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, Lord Farquaad.
Okay. I am gonna reap with Dexter. And I'm gonna reap with Valen Analyst. And then I'm gonna play Dimension Door. Because if I play it first, I don't actually
just do nothing.
I get no amber.
Yeah.
So draw. Okay. And that's all I can do. So I'll say check with 7. And it's your turn. I will draw 2.
Flip a key. I will say Logos. Play 2 information exchanges. Which only if only you could have played Dimension Door. Play Vapors.
The deck really does not like stealing.
No. I'll Thorium Plasmate the Dexter. I guess he actually won't die from that. I'll get the Analyst then. And I will reap with say check with 7.
All right, I am priced into this here, unfortunately. I will play a life ward. I will play a charrette. I will play another charrette. I'm gonna space them out so that way the pterodactyl doesn't blow them all up at the same time. And then I think this charrette just reaps. Go to 7. It's your turn. I'll draw.
Well, can't stop 7.
Ooh, I had a miasma.
Yeah.
For the next turn.
Yeah,
so
good.
I just drew into the miasma.
Well, geez.
So yeah, I think my dis opener was too good.
Yeah,
because I think I threatened to key. Yeah. I think I threatened to key immediately, but I was never going to kill that Odoak.
GG. Yeah, it is interesting that the young people get the virus. They don't show any symptoms, so they spread it like crazy. The Bangladeshi working community, 250,000 workers.
Oh, geez.
12 people a room. Holy crap. Yeah. And that's so much stuff that's undiagnosed and unknown. I find it crazy that the cases have gone up so much here in the United States in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
It's because we were testing.
Yeah. Well, how many of those cases were just chilling, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. And I think it's even crazier to me that you have people trying to downplay the seriousness of it at this point. I think I think you have you can't. It's at this point you can't not take it seriously. I'm terrified to visit my parents, because if I gave it to them, I would feel terrible. Yeah, right. I mean, and that's it. I had always thought, I don't know, something like this makes you really see what naked politics does to people. It just short circuits their brain. Yeah, I think I agree, Lord Farquaad. I mean, my girlfriend has a inhaler, to help her, and it's one of those where if she got it, I think she would be in trouble. So I think it's very likely that she would be on a ventilator very crazy. So she'd be on a ventilator very quickly.
Yeah,
and
Lord Winter, you're not wrong about that. The malleable opinions.
I've basically told my friends as much, but if you look at something like this and you're not for Medicare for all, then I don't know, I don't see how you can look at the medical insurance industry in America and think that, oh yeah, it's totally prepared for something like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's genius. You tie medical insurance to jobs, and then you have an unemployment.
You have a vertical line.
That's unemployment, and
that is unemployment.
What do you expect those
claims.
People to do?
Yeah,
they get this virus.
The slow moving economic catastrophe that's in the background, right? It's not even at the forefront right now. So
65-year-old doctor, but I closed my practice because my wife's immune. Well,
yeah,
that's insane, but definitely good for you and your wife.
Yeah, my girlfriend works at a grocery store, right? So she's in one of the places that will be the last to close if they close.
Yeah, they could never really close. They would have to staff at some level.
Yeah, bare bones and whatnot.
Yeah,
and she sent me a text. Let me see if I can find the text, because she sent me a text from her boss where he was worried about scaring customers.
I know Lowe's. One of our friends works at Lowe's, and the parking lot's been full every single day since this. They're still having a spring sale to attract customers to the store. Luckily, the state just today put a limit on the number of customers you can have in a store, like a big box store.
Yeah.
It was like one customer per 1,000 square feet. So Lowe's can probably have about 800 to 1,000 customers in it.
Yeah. So so they were told that they could take like their sick time off if they wanted to. You right there? Sneezy? You breathing in heavily? Okay. And she was like making like homemade masks because she made them for her vet because the vets all gave their masks to the local hospitals because there's not enough masks to go around. So yeah. And they were like told that they could buy masks to wear at work. Like those you couldn't use homemade masks. So the corporate was telling them that they could buy masks if they wanted to wear them, but you couldn't. Yeah, but you can't find masks, right? Like there's not enough masks for the hospitals.
Yeah.
And so my girlfriend was like, so what you're basically saying is that we can't wear masks because nobody has any, because anybody responsible would have given them over to the hospital, like where they actually need them.
Right.
And her boss was like, we follow the guidelines set per the document.
The document.
Yeah. And he's like, I do not know what availability is out there, kind of thing.
Why don't you just look anywhere?
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, open up like fucking twitter.com and see the availability of masks, man. Like, at that point, you're just like, you're not actually paying attention to,
or you actively don't give a shit about your employees and you don't want to have this conversation because you don't care.
Right. We didn't roll this. Let's roll it. Let's go back.
The Lowe's thing was like our friend's manager complained to him that the line in the garden center was long. And our friend was just like, yeah, it's long. We're understaffed because most people are taking 2 weeks off. And they're probably going to need way more than that.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I was like, because I was talking to her because she was like, I can take essentially 2 weeks off. When should I take it?
Yeah,
she was like trying
to. Probably shouldn't take it immediately, right?
Yeah. Well, fortunately, there was like another medical issue that the doctor basically put her out of commission for 3 weeks for. So, and then she could like take her vacation time on top of it. I was like, because like we're not even at the apex yet. Like the number of cases just keep going up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. A place like our state, it's one of those things where it's like we're not even we're tip of the iceberg over here in this state. So
the old 3 umbrella, and I like it. Yeah, it's like I think I actually am like this.
This hand does not establish a board. It is like reactive. So
I do think that a lot of people in this situations have to take that 2 weeks at some point, and the people who are in danger, the older workers and the immunosuppressed people, they're going to just have to burn all their vacation time and maybe end up having to just be without pay for a while.
Yeah.
And that's not their fault. But there's no real government assistance for that situation.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the 3 to 9 day incubation period. Yeah. Like that's 9-day incubation is crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I was like legitimately worried because I worked our state's primary, and it was like the last weekend in February, and I met like 300 people that day, and I was like, and we had gone on a trip 2 weeks before that,
and we went to the con the day after that.
Yeah. So it like we went to like we were like in all these places where we were just like surrounded by people.
Yeah.
And so like I was worried that I might have it and be asymptomatic. Like I was before I went to bed one night, I was just like short on breath. I was like, wow, I can't like I'm like sitting at my computer, I'm not able to like get my breath. And I was like, and I went to the doctor the next morning and they didn't test me.
Yeah.
It was one of those where it was like if I fussed, I could have gotten a test, but from what it sounded like, they maybe had like 3 tests, and they were like trying to save it for people that were like on the verge kind of thing. Right. And the doctor was just like, yeah, so just go to your house, don't meet anybody for 2 weeks, don't like do anything that you wouldn't do, like just stay in your house, don't go out, don't go anywhere. I don't really have a test. And then my insurance didn't cover anything. I paid $75 to not get tested.
Yep. And you have insurance.
Yeah, I have insurance.
Yep. All right, let's play Keyforge.
Keyforge. Sorry, it's Pompatus. Go, draw.
All right, I'll say this. I'll play a Life Ward, and I'll play Control a Week. I will control a week for Untamed. Your turn.
Joke's on you. It was a 2/2/2 hand.
Well, at least I figured anything but Saurian is like a shot in the dark fine.
Right. All right. I will say Untamed. This turn was not going to be great no matter what happened. I'll play a Moorwolf and I'll play a Tentadlin. And it is your turn. I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll say Shadows. I'll play Long Fuse Mines. I'll play.
What is this dog doing?
Not sure. I don't know.
What are you up to?
I'll discard Speed Sigil.
Let's take down all know, man.
Hold on,
is it like too hot? Is it too hot in the bed? He's just he's flopping around.
He's stretching out. He's getting comfy. It's fine.
He's flopping around.
All right. Not playing the Speed Sigil because it feels like a trap. That is so boring. Test if someone has it or not. People who have it can get back out there and work. Have had it. So does it? I don't think they know if you've had it, you cannot get it again.
You can't.
They said they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know they didn't like a week ago.
Right. I looked I looked into it and was like, they were like,
that's good.
It works like basically every other virus that we know in that way. So it's like if you've had it, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so I am gonna say Saurian, and I am going to stomp the Dodger. I think I'll put it on the Tentadlin. It's like the it doesn't actually synergize with Pompatus.
Right. It's going Tentadlin because of 6 Emperor.
Yeah. And Tentadlin's like a low priority target. Yeah. So I will play 2 Imperiums. Word this whole team up. And then Pompatus is going to reach. And it is your turn. I will draw.
I'll say Dis. It's like I have this Gateway, but
it does nothing.
3 Chainstorm with 3 wards is not good.
Yeah.
I'll discard it. I'll play 2 Tourettes. I will use Life Ward.
Okay. Alright. I will say Logos. I will Information Exchange. I am going to Twin Bolt.
Okay.
And then I will Thorium Plasmate the 3/1 to the other side. I will Scrambler Storm. And I'll discard this poor Wormhole Tech. He is warded. And it's your turn. I'll draw.
Okay, I'll say Logos. Play Mother. Discard Twin Bolt. Play Therapy. One is very dead, Charette. Okay, that's it.
Alright, so I will Forge.
Because he Scrambler Stormed, so I couldn't play actions. Yeah. Otherwise, I would love to play the card.
Scrambler Storm is particularly good in this matchup.
Yeah.
The deck has like a lot of actions it wants to like jam. I feel it was pretty good there because like your shadows, you couldn't like bait and switch me. You couldn't like you just played 2 Shreds, so you would have needed either like you needed like 2 Schuler plus like Hysteria or something. Well, Hysteria wouldn't do it because you would need the 2 Schulers. You couldn't play the Hysteria. All right, I am gonna say Untamed. I'm gonna discard the Kangafent because all I think it does is muck up the battle line for Long Fuse Mines. Moorwolf will fight the Charette because that's just the same as Reaping here. Added bonus of getting rid of future problems. I will play Ghost Hawk and Reap. I will play Moorwolf Ready this Moorwolf. We will reap. Tentadlin will reap. And then I will play Molefin. And it is your turn.
Okay.
I will draw.
So shadows. Go ahead and pop this 9.
Okay, so Ghost Hawk is toast, and then a bunch of wards go.
I'll play Umbra. Play Miasma. I'll play Dodger. I'll play Pawn Sacrifice. I'll get a Molefin and a Moorwolf. I'll play Pawn Sacrifice. Sacrifice Dodger. I will get Moorwolf, and I'll put some damage on Tentadlin. Okay. Yeah, this is probably the best Untamed we have in Worlds Collide. If it had a key charge, it would be really good, but it's pretty close to what you want exactly out of Untamed.
Okay. I am going to say Saurian.
You cry every single night because Catherine doesn't have a key charge. I know.
Dear Diary, today again I realized Catherine U. Shark Attack the Third does not have a key charge.
It's the worst day of my life.
I know tomorrow will be the worst day of my life as I realize yet again it will never have a key charge. I am gonna say Saurian. I'm gonna discard Axiom. I'm gonna 6 Empress Tentadlin. Serve your usefulness. I'm gonna play a Pterodactyl. I'm gonna play a Tricerian Legionary who's gonna war the Pompatus. Pompatus is gonna reap.
This is a magic key charge would cost $100. What would be the equivalent of key charge in Magic? I don't even know.
Key charge. Let's limit 1 per deck. I mean, key charge is like it's like a Wheel of Fortune, right? It's not actually good in every deck, and it's not actually good in every matchup.
Maybe,
right?
yeah.
But it's like the decks that want it, the combo decks that want it kind of thing. So, all right, and that's your turn.
Okay, I will say Logos. Play a Spectral Tumbler. I'll play 2 Dimension Doors.
I don't think it works, right?
No, it does not work.
Yeah.
I mean, I go back in time.
Okay.
Back in time, real quick. I'm gonna say Dis. I'll play Schuler. I'll play Hysteria. I'll play Schuler. I'll play Charette. Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay, I will say. I think I'd do this because. Yeah, so I'll say Logos. I'll play Information Exchange. I will play Telltale Vapors. Draw 2. Archive 1.
You want to use the Mushroom Man's on Nathan opening the Mystery deck as Ronnie? We can definitely do that.
I'm good with it. I'll make it work some way or another. I'll Thorium Plasmate Charette over to the other side. Make it take 2.
You just had to move her, didn't you?
I will play Daughter. I'll play Eddie and archive a card.
We actually had a Key Charge and Chota deck last night.
And it's your turn. I'll draw. And go ahead. Key charge is like a storm equivalent, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'll play Spectral Tunneler. Play Mother. Play Valent Analyst. I'll discard these Dimension Doors. I'll say check with 6.
Okay, I will. You won't say check with 6.
No.
I am gonna say Saurians. I'm gonna play So Salt.
Okay. I think I value Chota more because of cards like Regrowth, like Nature's Call.
I will play Pterodactyl. I am gonna play a Tricerian Legionary who's gonna ward Eddie. I'm gonna play Odawak, who's gonna capture 1. I'm gonna play Phalanx Strike, who's gonna smite the mother. I will exalt the Pterodactyl, and I will strike down Charette. Pompatus is just gonna reap. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Steal all that amber? And it's your turn. Also check with 11 and draw 5.
I got hyper loses game. I'll say Logos. I'll use the Spectral Tumbler on the Valen Analyst. So I get an amber for that. I will keep with the Analyst. Draw a card. I'll play a Library Access. I'll play. Oh god, I dropped all the cards. I will play Desanya.
Oh no. Unnatural Selection, Nature's Call.
Okay. Play Dexter. Draw a card. Fogify. No fights, draw a card. Play a Sloppy Labwort. I draw a card, archive a card, discard a card. I'll archive this card and discard Shadow Self. So I think Shadow Self is pretty blank here. And that's it.
Alright, Forge.
Oh yeah.
So I was gonna try to figure out a way to get my Eddie killed.
Okay.
So I can interdimensional graft. And then you went ahead and take out my archives for me.
Great.
So I will interdimensional graft.
Okay.
I will play a Hapsis. And then Eddie and Daughter are just gonna reap.
Okay. Alright.
And it'll be your turn.
There you go.
Give me all that. Give me all this. Give me that amber.
I'm deleting Cal.
I think it was a particularly bad matchup.
Yeah. You could have always just picked up the archive, yeah.
Yeah, I could have.
How do you fix the black screen in the mobile app? Refresh. We're watching the browser. I know someone else had that issue too. At some
yeah,
point.
It's somebody else.
The Twitch does not develop apps well.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're mobile first.
No, definitely not.
So
they just added a sub button to the mobile like 6 months ago,
which is like
their primary
mind-boggling to me. Seeing as how I don't think this is on camera. This is not on camera. Okay. All right. This is your deck, right?
Yeah. Where are the mushroom mans?
Show
me the mushrooms.
Mushroom.
Show me the mushroom mans.
Oh yeah. You could just open up Twitch in like your Safari or whatever the Android equivalent of Safari is.
Mushroom mans. Ronnie Risk Box.
All right. Ronnie's gonna take a little peek. This is a Worlds Collide deck? Ronnie can't tell. There's no Star Alliance, there's no Saurians in here.
Ooh.
However,
it's not looking good.
Ronnie does like the name. Volt Warp, the guide of the troll. There we go. So, alright. You want to put that in your old scanner app?
Okay.
Who knows? Could be the best Brobnar Ronnie's ever seen.
Okay, well, I'll try not to take a peek at it while Oh man, I gotta log in here.
Ronnie putting the deck list up, middle screen. People to review.
I gotta scan it.
What's the deck that's scan? I mean, Ronnie encourages you to take your time.
I can't.
Ronnie could feel so much space. Ronnie loves hearing his voice.
Oh no, I spelled my last name wrong.
Oh. Ronnie's gonna steal your credentials. You got more than $7 in that bank account? You got more than 7 Amber Shards in that bank account? That app? Ronnie's taking them.
I do. Oh my god. I need to reset my password. Maybe? You want to scan it? It's your deck now. Wait, it signed me in randomly. Okay, whatever. Okay, here you go. Take it.
The deck is scanned?
It is scanned.
Ronnie wonders. Oh, okay. Ronnie's opening the deck. Oh! I cannot believe this. Did you?
I did.
Ronnie cannot believe Ronnie's eyes. Ronnie has willed something into existence through Ronnie's thought. All of the positive vibes in chat have allowed this to exist. All right, Ronnie is gonna go get the card. Ronnie, this is not. Ronnie's gonna get Ronnie's shoe put on Ronnie's head to prove that this is not pre-recorded. All right, Ronnie struggled with the packaging.
That's the hardest part of any Keyforge deck. All right, let's see.
All right. Okay. Ronnie's gonna reveal the cards. Ronnie's excited about Vellum and Hide. Those are pretty sweet cards. Nice. Two memory chips. Ronnie's got a code monkey. Ronnie's archiving all kinds of cards. Telltale Vapors. Look at all this exciting stuff. Oh no, Ronnie's not the biggest fan of information exchange. Ronnie gives it an information exchange a pass. Ronnie wishes there were slightly more honor amongst thieves. Rounding out a solid suite. Brobnar. We're gonna take a look. We got Smith and an Overrun. Not bad. Ronnie likes those cards, all right. Little Rapskull. Decent card.
Yeah.
Decent card against the right deck. Fire Breath. Very good card. Blood Money Smith, actually pretty good. That's a lot of Amber generation and Brobnar.
This actually might be a pretty solid Brobnar.
Well, you say that. We got 2 Iron Staffs. Right, and it's 2 Ganger Chieftains. 2 Ganger Chieftains. 2 Ganger Chieftains. Ganger Chieftain Fire Breath is good.
That is good.
Shorty, we got a Narp. And I mean, Narp, Fire Breath, pretty big. Ganger Chieftain make them fight. All right, and we got Grand Nine Toes. So, mediocre. Not really a whole lot of Amber control. Ronnie does believe it is possible for Overrun to work in this deck fairly well with Shorty, Fire Breath, a decent amount of Amber generation, and a decent amount of creature kill. Now, we've got Sinestra. So, another special cards. This deck actually had
I don't know if we have
2
Sinestra.
special cards. Yeah, I think Ronnie believes we had a Dexus.
Yeah.
We got Soul Fiddle, also pretty bad. Double Iron Staff Soul Fiddle feels pretty miserable. We got 2 Evil Eyes, pretty good. It's a solid card. You time it, you get it at the right time, probably gonna win the game. Ronnie is looking at these not finished with yous and boggle.
Yeah.
All right. Ronnie's got. We only have a handful of creatures here. Not great.
There's like 10 creatures in this deck.
We got a Draining Touch, and Ronnie is ready for the grand reveal. Ronnie, we got a legacy card.
The Legacy Arise.
The Legacy Arise.
We willed it into existence.
That we brought into existence.
However, it may be the worst possible Arise.
This is
to go with 3 not finished.
Not a good Arise deck.
And a deck with like
Ganger Chieftain.
Ganger Chieftain.
Ganger Chieftain's a good Arise target.
But it's also like off house. I don't know.
I don't know. Ronnie's not too confident in this deck. Now, Ronnie does think this deck's cool.
It is funny,
but yeah.
We'll see how he does against Barkas Rex. The most heinous.
Yeah. Now, the Evil Eye is a card against Barkas Rex.
It is, it's legit.
Yeah. However, I don't think this deck is fast enough to compete.
Yeah.
So, All right.
I mean, it has a lot of Amber Pips. That's something.
Yeah. They're not finished with you. I think it's just like if you keep playing Gengar Chieftains until the opponent loses, you're probably in good shape.
Yeah.
So.
I think there are some draws with it that can generate a ton of Amber through the Brobnar.
Yeah. Smith over. It's a shame. Arise doesn't get Brobnar events because I think that deck would be in really good shape if it could. But I can't believe the Arise after we were just talking about it.
All right, so I'll be on.
I wonder what the actual odds of that are. Got to be pretty low.
Pretty low, yeah.
Legacy is like 1 in what 20 decks.
Yeah.
1 in 10 decks. For the Legacy odds, they're more common than Mavericks.
I just wanted to win a game. Maybe we'll have at least a good, adaptive match here.
Volt Warp.
Volt Warp.
I won that last game, right?
You gotta believe real hard in Volt Warp. Just give it all your energy.
Okay, we're gonna get bet up for the next game. Channel your energy. We channeled Arise into existence. Can we channel a victory into Volt Warp?
I don't know.
Enrage,
I feel like it can win a game.
Enrage is so dead against this deck. Enrage is a mechanic that is blank against Barkus Rex.
Pretty blank.
We're gonna Rage. Brain Eater?
Yeah.
Mace's Asp?
Ultra Gecko, I like your style. It's gotta like hit both Evil Eyes in a game, I think. To make
for 9.
Yeah, for 9. For 9 forging.
It does. The problem is it doesn't have the taxing. Now the information exchange actually probably pretty good. And I wonder if the Logos is efficient enough because
I think you can make a Logos board that actually is pretty
Hide
good.
and Vellum. I think you can do a lot of stuff with.
Yeah, maybe it's unassuming. I don't know.
But that Logos is like scary efficient.
That's good.
I think you could easily play like a 7-card Brobnar turn.
Yeah,
if you start the game strong enough with Logos.
And a 7-card Brobnar turn in here is actually really good.
Right. I got 10.
Oh god, treasure map incoming. Oh god.
Yeah, Disney Plus has DuckTales on it. I forgot how good that theme song was.
It's great. All right, Volt Warp. Let's go. Let's go on a ride. Let's go on a journey together. Actually, I had a typo where I dreamed for 1,000 all in bet. Or actually meant 1 all in. It's amazing.
This is a mulligan. Not fast enough.
This is fine.
I want treasure maps. I want fertility chance. Now, if that deck actually had like an Infernus, I think it would have been in really good shape.
It needed like 1 Infernus.
If it had an Infernus, the deck would be crazy. It would be playing that Infernus every like 2 turns between the not finished with yous and the Arise.
Infernus against Barkus Rex is pretty legit.
Because Fertility Champ just turns into like give your opponent 2 amber.
Yeah. Okay. Please no. Please no treasure map. F.
The champion delivers.
God. It does it every game.
It's so good at it.
Jeez.
That's skill.
Okay, I'll say Logos.
You guys come to this channel to see
skillful plays.
Plays.
Having first turn treasure map. Draw 2, archive 1. I'll play information exchange.
Come on now.
Play hologramophone. Play remote access. I'm right there with you.
Okay. Well,
keeping pace.
We'll see.
Keeping pace.
See about that. I'll say Untamed. I'm going to discard save the pack. I'll play a Fertility Chant. Keep pace with this.
Keeping pace. Still keeping pace.
And I'll play a Vigor. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
I will say dis. I'll discard this Draining Touch. Play Not Finished with You. I'll play an Evil Eye. And I'll play Sinestro. Your turn.
Okay.
I'll say check with 7.
I will say Shadows. I'll play Skeleton Key. I'll play Special Delivery. I will play Mace's Asp, but I lose 1. I will Relentless Whispers to do 2 damage to Sinestro again. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. Check with 9.
I forged the first key of the game.
You did. I gave you part of that. So.
Yeah. Okay. I will say dis. I'm gonna Evil Eye.
Okay.
And Sinestro will Reap. Or does she just take out Nice? No, she'll Reap.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright, so I'll forge for 9. I was actually debating whether or not I should just stay at 8.
Yeah.
But, so I was like fine losing the one that Mason.
Has Barkus played against Light Desk yet? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it's
no,
real bad news for Barkus Rex.
Yeah, I think it is bad.
I guess it might be able to go fast enough to get through some keys before Light Tasker can get to its answers.
On their left flank. So if I play a card on this side of Mace's Asp, I lose 1. So I am going to say Logos. I'm going to Library Access. I am going to play a Library Babel and draw. I am going to play a Brain Eater and draw. I will play a Brain Eater and draw. I will play a Spectral Tunneler and draw. I am going to play a Phase Shift and draw. I will play a Fogify and draw. I will play a Lab Work.
He's cheating.
And draw. Archive card. Archive that. I'm gonna Twin Bolt Emission to do 2 damage to Sinestra, and I'll shoot my Mace's Asp. I think it's all about the same. And draw. I will use the Phase Shift to play Relentless Whispers to take out Sinestra. So, and draw. Steal 1, and it is your turn. I will say check with 6, and go ahead. I will draw 2.
Alright, I'll say Logos. Play these guys. I'll Hologramophone the Vellum.
Alright, so I will forge.
This deck. I'm doing great.
I think so. I could take like a decent Untamed turn here, but I don't threaten.
The game is instantly to 2-1.
Yeah. You got any more of those Evil Eyes over there, or
no?
Okay, so I will say Shadows. Mace's Asp is going to kill the Wormhole tech.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Moon Cursor. Then I am going to Hidden Stash and archive. Archive a card. Actually, you got Imp Spectre. I think I want to archive that instead. I will Skeleton Key, Brain Eater, And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay. Save Robnar. Table Archive. Play Our Staff. Play a Fire Breath on this automaton. Unkillable. Play Overrun, because I'm not being able to do that this turn. I will Blood Money the Moon Cursor.
You're right down there?
7 nightmares.
You're right there?
There you go.
And I'll play Reassembling Automaton to fight the Moon Cursor. Or the Mace's Asp.
Okay. Okay. So 2 damage. Where's the street? 2 damage to the Brain Eater.
Yep.
You kill the Moon Cursor.
And the Asp. And then this is fully healed and exhausted and move to a flank. It's actually really good if you had 2 Ganger Chieftains. Because you could like put them on a flank and then play another Ganger Chieftain.
Yeah.
And I'll say check with 6.
Combos. Alright, gonna say Untamed. I'll pick up this. I am going to...
Yeah, I'm not really back in it. Spoilers.
Full Moon.
Yeah.
I am gonna play Ancient Bear and gain 1. And I'm gonna play Mighty Tiger. Shoot Vellum and gain 1. I am going to play the Common Cold to do 1 damage to everything. I am going to play Nature's Call, bouncing the Ancient Bear and the Mighty Tiger. I think I actually could have played the Common Cold first because it would have gotten the Vellum's ward. That would have been slightly better.
You want to bounce 3rd thing?
Yeah, I'm bouncing the automaton.
Yeah.
Play a Mighty Tiger. We'll kill Vellum. I'm gonna get 1 from the Full Moon. I will play Ancient Bear. Go to 7, and then I will regrowth the Moon Cursor. And it is your turn.
Forge. And I lose. Alright.
This deck's so fast.
Yeah.
That crazy logo's turn.
You sometimes forget that deck has library access.
Yeah. It's just like so fast, and then like at somewhere in the middle of the game it'll take like a 10 card turn or whatever.
Yep.
And
Yep. Alright, Volt Warp.
it's gonna rally.
Man. I don't know.
The Barkus Rex lets people forge keys against it.
It does, yeah. It doesn't have a lot of control.
I think people, if you look at the number of keys forged against Barkus Rex, like it's actually probably pretty high.
It is, yeah.
It's just faster than the other ones. A lot of people bet on the unknown challenger.
Well,
That's the
sorry.
spirit.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
Too many elements in this stupid Twitch stream. It's hard to grab elements.
Just dragging them all around.
Yeah. All right. Maybe
He's got
some claws or something.
looks like almost like a shark jaw.
Oh yeah.
But I guess it's his hands. He's got like pincers.
But they're like one pincer. It's like a spidery leg or like a mantis leg.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a mantis arm.
Yeah.
And he's like blob body with spines shooting out of it.
The clamps. Give him the clamps.
You think I should use these clamps? The clamps that I use at every opportunity that I get to use them.
Hey, watch. Why don't I just have Futurama on all that?
I don't know.
Some of these sleeves are like slightly the wrong size, and it's making me crazy.
It's gonna make you crazy every time we play this deck from now on.
Yep, every time.
Every time we play the deck,
Or
as it
7.
advances through the rest of the tournament.
What did you roll? There you go. You didn't roll the dice. Just roll. I rolled 7. Okay. One time. I'll keep.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You want more logos stuff, so I'm gonna mulligan. I think this deck can only win if I play and protect the logos.
I think so. I think if you get a logos board down, you can win. I agree with that. But you gotta do that. Yeah. It's all gotta be together.
I don't think you don't need it all at the same time. I had just a memory chip in my hands. Like, I think if you have like memory chip, wormhole tech, something,
yeah,
then you can like segue that into just like repeatedly calling logos over and over and over again as you slowly archive all of the discs. I have like the first 4 seasons of that show practically memorized. I have like very specific episodes memorized.
Ready?
Yeah.
Skill-based gameplay.
Yeah. It's thrilling.
One treasure map.
Thrilling skill-based gameplay. Okay, I am going to say logos. I will play Telltale Papers. And archive.
I feel like the last 4 or 5 times we've played Barkus, that's been the first turn to play.
Yeah.
Like, consistently.
You just mulligan for it, right?
Yeah. But we haven't had to mulligan.
I'm gonna play Code Monkey. Play Wormhole Tech and hide.
Oh. Okay.
I could have generated 2 amber there, but honestly, I think if I untap with these guys, I'm in a lot better shape.
Okay.
And good, I will draw.
I'm gonna say Shadows. I'll Relentless Whispers, the Wormhole Tech. Play Naughty, I'll play Mace's Asp, and I'll play Hidden Stash. I'd say check with 6.
I think the only way to win the game is to say logos here. So I will play Memory Chip. I will Information Exchange. I kind of want to use it to actually get the 2, but I didn't generate anything on the first turn. I will Reap with Vellum. With Hide to draw. I will Reap with the Wormhole Tech, who is going to play the Reassembling Automaton.
No, I didn't steal the last turn. I know it might have seemed like I stole it. I played 4 Shadows cards, but I did not.
And then the Code Minky will just Reap. And it is your turn. I will draw 1.
Say Shadows. I'll play a Special Delivery. I will play a Moon Cursor. Asp is going to fight Hide. Night of the Thief will steal one. That's it.
Okay. I am going to say Logos, so that'll let me archive a card with a memory chip. I am going to remote access the special delivery to take out Naughty. Wormhole Tech is going to Reap. Archive that NARP. God, just like we drew it
Pretty
up.
good.
Code Minky is going to Reap.
I don't know if it's even possible to get Dexus and Sinestro in the same deck. Maybe?
I think they're both rare.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Yeah.
I think you can. I think it rolls which one you get.
Oh, you
So-
have that. Oh yeah, but I don't think you can get both.
Yeah, I don't think it's common.
You do have that
Yeah,
deck.
I don't think it's common. I think it's very uncommon.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet though.
I think it's rare on purpose.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
So, Automaton's going to take out the Moon Cursor and then go to the other side. All right, I will say check with 6, and I will draw 2. Go ahead.
So Forge. The Shadows. I'm gonna Relentless Whispers the tech. I'm gonna fight the Code Monkey. And that's it.
Alright, I am going to say Dis. I will play Sinestra. I'm going to play Imp Spectre. And I'm actually going to Draining Touch it. Because you're building up that library access over there.
Oh my god!
Got it! Got it!
Mm.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna not finished with you. None of this. Yeah, none of it. But I will arise for Logos. So I will get a chain, so I'll drop the chain and draw 1. I also check with 6, and it's your turn.
Alright, I'll say Untamed. I'll play Full Moon. I'll play a bear. I have to play it on my right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that flank would make you lose them.
Play the Common Cold. I guess I'll play that before I play the bear.
Sure.
Your turn.
Okay. I am going to say Logos, which is going to archive a card. Forge. Yes. I will play Hologramophone. I am... I will play Hide. I'll play Wormhole Tech. I'll play this Code Monkey. I should have shuffled the Code Monkey in the deck now that I think about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'll archive Sinestra. And then the Reassembling Automaton is just going to Reap. Okay, it's your turn. I will draw 6.
Say Logos. Grab Archive. Play Brain Eater. Play Kyo. Play Strange Gizmo. Play Twin Bolts. All hit Hide and Arnold Tech.
Okay.
Okay. Man, I sure do wish that I had library access that turn.
Okay, I am going to say Logos, which is going to archive a card for me. I'm going to play another memory chip, which is all going to get annihilated. I'm going to play Vellum. I am going to Reap with Hide and draw 2. Wormhole Tech is gonna reap. And archive this Eterome. Code Monkey reaps. Reassembling Automaton reaps. And I am a hologramophone. Vellum. Yeah, Vellum. Okay. I think if they're both in play, they don't work. They don't work. So okay. I'll say check with 6. It's your turn. Okay, so Strange Gizmo goes off. The ward. The automaton. These guys die. And all my artifacts get blown up.
Okay, so Untamed. Play Dew Fairy, play Regrowth. Fur Bear. That's it.
Forge. I want you to survive. Survive, deck. Kidding me right now? Are you joshing me with this? You to survive, deck. Deck, don't quit on me. I say this. Gotta say this. Play a Soul Fiddle. Play a Lilithal. Actually, let me do some counting. No, it wouldn't work. Okay, so yeah, Soul Fiddle, Lilithal, Evil Eye. Not finished with you. Or nothing. And then that's that. It's your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay. Say Logos. Logify. I will phase shift. Play Special Delivery. Play Neutron Shark. Get Delivery and Lilithal. And be done. Turn. Your turn.
Okay. Sam Brobnar.
Oh man, I hate everything.
We're doing it. Doing it. Oh yes. Fire Staff. Putting a fire breath on the automata. We're gonna play another Iron Staff. We're gonna Blood Money Dew Fairy. We're gonna. It's fogified though, right?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not getting to do it. I have the Gengar Chieftain.
Yeah.
To force the automaton to wipe out everybody to go with the overrun.
Can't do it.
But I can't do that. Okay, well anyway. We're playing Grand 9-2s. We're not stopping here. Playing Grand 9-2. Playing a Gengar Chieftain. He's ready. He can't fight. He's gonna reap. We're gonna play Overrun. We're gonna play Smith. Get all this delicious amber. And we're gonna play a NARP. No, this side. Don't shut off Vellum. Playing a NARP. Okay. It's your turn. Check with 10. Drawn 2. Oh, yes. Unknown challenger. Unknown challenger. If I were Justin, I'd be really mad right now.
I'm pretty mad.
Unknown challenger. I didn't have the Ganger Tooth in the turn before. I wanted to Ganger Tooth in the turn before because I had the, but I didn't draw one of the two Ganger Tooths by that point. So.
Yeah, I did have too much protect.
You did have too much for protect.
Yeah,
but you didn't have the one to go with it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good night for Justin's over here. Having a lot of fun tonight. Having a lot of fun.
Yep. You don't tilt nearly as well as I do.
I just don't, yeah. That being said, getting very close to my 6th loss in a row is getting me pretty close to tilting. Pretty close. If your individual styles work better with certain decks, yeah, probably.
I think so.
I don't know that that's like super tangible with what decks are.
Yeah,
but
we've both played these decks a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have a preferred style, like compared to the other, or anything. So, yeah, I was pretty close to getting blanked last night.
Yeah,
so.
That's fair. It has to happen at some point.
This is the thing. We play enough games, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So.
Can't believe you pulled library access. that was really the game.
I think that was because you did you have the phase shift at that time?
No, but it was like the next 3 cards I drew were all logos. So yeah.
That's like another reason to mulligan logos heavy hands in that deck because you want to you want to have the logos. You want to like hit a logos pocket in the middle of the game after you've like played a bunch of like fast shadows and like untamed stuff so that you can like get back through the deck if you need to.
Hey, good streak.
He's
under the desk.
He's under the desk.
That's fine. He'll come over here.
We'll have to go to Eddie Drone Cam.
All right, Eddie. One treat. Yeah.
Barely awake.
Yeah. Look over here. You wanna pop? That. Yeah. Shake my hand.
He was like, "Yeah, here you go,"
and land down directly to bed.
He's a tired dog.
He's very sleepy. I'm really hoping they don't close down the day camp. I don't think they will, at least for now. Because otherwise he's going to be miserable. Because like by Saturday or by Sunday, since he hasn't been to camp in 2 days, he's like restless already, and any amount of walks don't work. We're using all his energy.
No amount of backyard.
Yeah.
No amount of ropey tuggy.
That's 7.
No amount of no take, only throw.
Liz is a very social boy.
Also 7. 11. 7.
No tennisball launcher. He doesn't really care once you start throwing balls in the backyard.
So I won that. You even got the T1 treasure map.
I did. I'm
gonna mulligan. I'm mulligan. I need that treasure map.
I think I am mulligan.
Need that treasure map.
Yeah, I think I'm mulligan.
There were several times where I could have elected to fight your creatures, and I elected to reap every time.
That is interesting. Because like I thought one turn you were gonna trade Code Monkey into Mass's Asp. But yeah.
Yeah. With the not finished with yous and the arises and stuff like that, like I'd much rather you trade into me, and I have like a larger board presence, so yeah. I think I'd much rather force you into a position where you have to trade. So.
Barkus also has way less creatures.
Yeah, it's very creature light. I think it's in that like first run of decks that like could roll really low on the number of creatures that they had before they like monkeyed with the algorithm some.
Eddie, do not eat the bed.
I'm gonna.
Eddie.
Are you eating the bed?
Just think about it.
Look at me. Why are you looking?
Betty.
It can't be delicious.
No more Betty's.
Can't taste good. It's like carpet, man. It's like fabric.
Okay. This is awful.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I'll say shadows and I'll play a moon cursor. Yeah, it's your turn. I'll draw.
I'll say this. I'll play Lilithal and not finish with you.
I will say Untamed. I'll play Ancient Bear. I'll play Vigor, and I'll save the pack. And I'll draw.
Say Ragnar. Blood Money, the Moon Cursor. We'll give Lilithal Fire Breath. I'm gonna Ganger Chieftain this Lilithal and Ancient Bear. I'll Ganger Chieftain this Ganger Chieftain. And Reap. Your turn.
Okay, I will say Logos. I'm going to play a Library of Babel. I'm going to play Brain Eater. I am going to Fogify. And I'm going to Phase Shift. This is actually kind of a difficult to determine what to Phase Shift. I have two cards of relatively equal value. I've played less Shadows cards, so I think it's correct to play the Mace's Asp. So I am more likely to draw more Shadows cards. It's not like super likely that I draw like 5 Shadows cards here, but I think I'm more likely to say Shadows on the next turn than anything else. So, and I will draw. And go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Logos. I'll play Wormhole Tech. I'm gonna Code Monkey these 2 Ganger Chieftains.
Ooh,
which is pretty good.
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
Oh my god.
Play Hologram Effect. Your turn.
Okay, so I drew into Untamed, which is not what I wanted to do. I will say Untamed, I am going to play a Dew Fairy. Like I said, I don't actually think it was like enough creatures, and that it's like not enough cards at there for me to be like super favored one way or the other.
Yeah.
I think I was slightly favored to draw more shadow stuff there. I will regrowth the Ancient Bear. Play it. I am going to Lilithal is an 8. I will Vigor Lilithal for the 2. And then I will Mighty Tiger to kill the Wormhole Tech. Alright, and it is your turn. I will draw.
Okay, so I'll Forge. Say Logos. Play Memory Chip. Remote access to the library. Hologramophone. Lilithal. Code Monkey. Reap. That's it.
Okay, I am gonna say Untamed, and Dew Fairy is gonna reap. I mean, a 6. I think it is very likely that I get evil-eyed on the next turn if I go to 9.
I think yes, Skokie. If they have Nexus, or if they have Dex and Sinestro against an empty board, they would lose 2.
Yeah, because it's both your left and right flank. So. Yeah. I am gonna reap with the Mighty Tiger. I am gonna Nature's Call. Bounce just the Mighty Tiger. Well, I'll bounce Lilithal as well. I'll play the Mighty Tiger to do 4 damage to the Lilithal. And then Ancient Bear is gonna fight Lilithal and assault her down. I went to 9. Damn. Okay. Well, whatever. I gotta get a key sooner or later, so I'll say check with 9. It's your turn. I'll draw 1.
Yeah, I don't have a.
Oh, whew.
I'll say Dis. Play Soulfill. Not finished with you.
Yes, I was trying to avoid killing the Code Monkey because I think the Code Monkey is better for you in the discard pile than he is.
Yeah. Discard or Rise.
So I will forge for 6. I am going to say Shadows. Play Special Delivery and a Skeleton Key. Then I will Hidden Stash and Archive. And then Mace's Asp is just gonna reap. We go to 6. So check with 6. It's your turn. I'll draw 4.
I'll say Logos. I have a card. Information Exchange. Play Vellum. I'll reap with the monkey. Ward Eterum. That's it. Oh yeah, word. Oh my god. Can't. I was so tilted after the last game I didn't change it. I think I just drug the green screen thing way somewhere. You're good, you can keep going.
Okay, I will say I'm gonna say Logos and pick up my archives. I'll play Library Access. I'm gonna draw a card. Brain Eater. Do I value the drawing the card off the Brain Eater? Do I value the Amber from the Reap? I think I can actually play some other cards and get some more information. I'll play Spectral Tunneler. Draw. We'll play Lab Work. Draw. Archive. Actually, I think this is archive. I will Twin Bolt to kill Vellum and to shoot the ward off Eterum. The hide's not down there, right?
No.
Okay. I will Special Delivery the Code Monkey. The hell. I am going to play Kyo and draw. Play Brain Eater and draw. I got a Neutron Shark, so I'm not sure which order I'm supposed to do this in. Whether I Brain Eat or a Neutron Shark first. Neutron Shark stops on a Logos card. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the last card. So how many cards in my deck, right? If this were Strange Gizmo, I would mill all this.
Yeah.
I may not even play the Neutron Shark here, because if I hit the too much to protect, that makes it like almost all but certain that you could just generate as much amber as you wanted to. The whole point of me doing this entire exercise was to get to the too much to protect. So I'm going to discard the Neutron Shark. As much as I'd like to blow up some of your random junk that's sitting around, I think I discard the Neutron Shark.
I mean, holding it is probably not a bad idea either, right? Or do you want?
I want the too much to protect. Yeah. Okay, and then Brain Eater. Kill Room. And I'll draw. Okay. I'll say check with 8, and it is your turn. I will draw 1.
Okay. I'll say.
I think 8 is the magic number. You've already done it.
Did
you do the overrun?
No, but I don't have it. It's fine. I'll play Irestaff. Play Shorty. King or Chieftain Shorty into Fairy. King or Chieftain Shorty into the Yo. Play Narp, play Ground 9 Toads. I'm done.
Alright, so I will forge. I am going to say Shadows, and I'm going to Treasure Map. Mace's Asp is going to fight Shorty. Cannot play cards, so it's not Omega. And then I am going to Skeleton Key onto the Brain Eater. And go ahead and draw 1.
Okay. I'll say Dis. I'll play Inspector. Play Eli. I'll Soul Fiddle. Yep.
Each target is worse than the next.
I don't know if Drain touching Inspector even matters here. So I might just have Drain touch something of yours. Play Shadows. You're a lot of logo stuff. I'll Drain touch the bear. And your turn.
One last job. Common cold. Naughty. Second vigor. No, played the first vigor a long time ago. I don't know the last card in the deck is. Gotta be a Logos or Untamed card. Trying to figure out what I can do this turn. I think I go for Shadows. Yeah, I'll just say Shadows. Need to get to the second. It's not the second Relentless Whispers. The other. No, it's the second Relentless Whispers. Okay, so I guess say Shadows then, and play a special delivery. Masis, Asp, and Reap. I can Relentless Whispers the Imp Spectre. So get one. You purge one. I think I'm generating enough amber to be safe through the next turn. But okay. There were the only card I wanted to protect there was too much to protect. So check with 10 skeleton key. Skeleton key onto the tiger. No, to the asp. And it's your turn. I will draw.
Didn't have my cards at the right time after like the rest of the hands were god awful.
Yeah,
really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's an interesting deck. It is a shame it lost here. It's missing. So yeah. It's missing like the dis. Right.
The dis is just so badly laid out.
Yeah, I think the dis is honestly the most disappointing thing in that deck.
Yeah.
The I think the Brobnar is actually not that bad.
It's fine. Yeah.
Brobnar is serviceable. So
that is the end of round 1.
So there you go. Unknown Challenger took it to game 3 though, and it was actually, I mean,
it has some plays.
Yeah, I don't hate its matchup against Barcus Rex.
No,
Barcus Rex is just very fast. And I'd actually love its matchup if one of those not finished with yous was an Infernus.
Yeah. Make like another not finished with you in Infernus while you're at it.
Yeah.
Or something else. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Just anything, really.
So.
All right, guys.
That's it.
I'm done.
Oh yeah, the stream is done.
Oh, the stream's over.
The stream is over.
No, we've done this many times.
The stream is over forever.
Yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday. I guess. If we have to be. Since we're trapped here anyway, we might as well stream.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
We might do bonus Friday stream. Might do Dune. What if we just fumble around with Dune on stream?
I don't know if that's entertaining or not.
It might be.
Trying to learn Dune
on stream.
I feel like we need to learn it.
Well, I think here's the thing. I think we're going to be referring to the rule book.
Sure.
Basically every 15 seconds.
Yes.
Anyway,
it would be entertaining.
Yeah.
We should at least like try to get the concept of it before.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if we start to try to learn Dune on the stream, I don't think we can get a game
finished
started.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get decks built.
Yeah. Well, there's sealed. So from what I understand, you could play the decks.
Oh, they're not tampered with, the ones you have?
Yeah, those are basically
okay.
Those are essentially as they were purchased.
Okay.
They're in the deck boxes that way.
Okay, I like this.
I believe.
Yeah,
now I did try to learn the game at some point in the past,
right.
like 15 years ago or something. But so I may have messed with the deck then, but they're effectively all equally messed with.
All right. We'll see.
And
we'll see.
Neither of us know actually how to play the game.
That's true.
Neither of us can spell right now the Landsrad Council. Okay.
That's correct. I cannot do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like I like we'd have to fumble through it, but I think fumbling through it is the funniest possible way to approach it, right? Because we're both going to come to it laughing about stuff.
Okay.
So I think that's maybe what we do.
All right.
And like it's not like BattleTech, right? Like I can't pad indefinitely talking about BattleTech.
No, we'll just be like
we will just like the only thing we can
spice.
Yeah, the only thing we can do is like say the sleeper's awoken like every 15 minutes or whatever. You know, so that's it for Dune memes as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I got no more. The spice must flow.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna get mad. We'll see.
I don't think we can
really get mad.
We can't get mad at it.
Yeah,
we can't get mad at it. Your deck box in this game does have a power, right? Like your deck box is actually part of the game. This is like your home world. It's like it always does. Like, it's just. Oh yeah. Well, this is not gonna show up, but here you go.
It shows up fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't make any sense.
It's not readable to human eyes. I mean, it makes sense. It says engage to produce 5 Solaris to your treasury. It has some sort of 6 thing down there. It's got a 2 down there. Who knows what those mean? It's got a 5 up there.
I want to fill in those checkboxes. Like I've played so many Legacy games that I want to fucking X that.
Yeah. So it's got 1 gun. That's the Harkonnen home planet.
Ah, okay.
We could look at the Atreides one, Caladan. Yeah, that was the. But so here you go. Here's the difference. So Caladan produces 5 Solaris. Also, it's got a 5 and a 3 and a 2 gun.
I already have a headache from this type face.
Yeah. Well, and like the no actual. Let's look at the Fremen one. What are the Fremen up to? The Fremen.
What this Fremen got going?
The Fremen have a 4 and a 5 and 1 gun, and they engage to produce 3 Solaris to your treasury.
Are those the complete decks?
When deploying Dune, do not subdue Forbidden Zone.
Sure. Are those the complete decks?
Yeah. I believe these are sealed. They're like ready to be played as they are. We got some top drop, but and like I said, this you got like different backs because this is the company. This is the company who did Legend of the 5 Rings originally.
So like 2 decks.
They had 2 decks. Yeah. So this the Last Unicorn, which no longer exists anymore, but they liked 2 different decks. And this is like one of those things that honestly I think is easier to do in like a digital card game.
Yeah.
Because I think this is like relatively unexplored, very minimally explored design space for card games.
In other like in digital games especially. Like
you
could easily make a second deck.
Yeah, Hearthstone kind of has aspects of that where you'll have cards that will create a card, you know. But one of my favorite mechanics from the Star Trek game, and one that really changed that game for the better, it had effectively multiple decks, but one of your decks, all of those cards started in play. You had what was called the seed deck, and so it was maximum 30 cards. And it was what would populate the game at the beginning of the game.
30 cards.
Yeah, so you were actually you would like both of you would take turns playing all this stuff, and that would happen before the game even started. Technically, it was like the first phase of the game where you're playing the the different planets and setting up the space line.
That sounds like
and like
forever.
What starts. Yeah, right. And then effectively you play solitaire afterwards. Anyway. They created in the 3rd set something called the Q's tent from whatever episode where Q had like this tent out or whatever. And I don't know, it may not even make sense in the context of the episode, but I have to go back and watch Next Gen again. But what it was an exactly 13 card side deck, and the Q's tent counted as one of your seed cards. And the cards that were in the tent did not count towards that. And you could effectively tutor for the cards that were in the Q's tent. And you could put Q's tent into your deck. And when you played Q's tent, you could go through your deck. You could draw one randomly and they had to be 13 different cards. So you could draw one randomly, or you could choose the one you wanted to draw from there, and then not draw for your turn. But later they added a mechanic called downloading, and the way downloading worked is if you could search your deck, hand, or cue's tent for a card. And so everybody would just put everything they were going to download into the cue's tent. It's not mucking up your deck now.
Right.
And your minimum deck size for like your draw deck in the game was 30 cards. So you could actually run a really tight draw deck, and then put the stuff that you would download into your cue's tent, and then play the cards that would download the stuff, get them out of your side deck, and then your first couple of turns in the game, you would be stocked up, ready to go. And so that's what a lot of people do. And so you're like jumping right immediately into the game. And that like sped the game up significantly. Because in Star Trek, there was no resource costs. It was, you played one card a turn. And downloading broke that rule. Downloading would let you go get a card and put it into play, and it didn't count towards your total for the turn.
I see.
So everybody would just play all the download cards because they were trying to speed up the game. But as well as when they designed the game originally, they designed it very slowly. And so
Is that Decipher?
Yeah. So like the like before downloading was like everywhere.
I feel like most of the Decipher games, when they're initially concepted, they have an amazing idea, but they don't give themselves enough design space. Yeah, and like their games super suffer from that long term.
And then they have to like keep branching out, and then so you end up with like this, like an actually unnavigable rules system.
Right.
Like the original Star Wars CCG from Decipher, the official rules document for that game was longer than Magic's was at the time.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like Magic is doing that, having looked at cards from this newest set.
Yeah, well, and like here's the thing: is Magic will decide that they made something. Like Magic will actually like retcon stuff out of it.
Yeah,
like the tribal cards, and like the interrupt system, right? Like pre 6th edition rules, the timing chart for pre 6th edition rules are like this. The horrendous thing that nobody knows how it works anymore. Nobody understood how it worked then. There was like one level 4 judge that did. Anyway, my point about that is that
2 decks are cool.
These decks should be good to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And two decks are cool.
Totally.
Because like this is like Stilgar, Chani. So this is like your these are like main characters basically that you want to play.
Whenever I see Stilgar, I like to think of his Twin Peaks. The character in Twin Peaks because the actor that plays him.
Yeah.
A lot of Twin Peaks actors going on in this.
Yeah, so we got like a Fremen battalion, we got a House battalion, we got some Mentats.
The cards are crisp; they're in good condition as opposed to the Battletech cards.
Yeah, because the Battletech cards were played with.
Yeah, these were never touched.
These were barely touched. So
it looks like the locations. Oh no, there's some characters that are blue backs.
Yeah,
too.
So right. I think this is like your Thief deck or something like that.
Because I think Shatters.
This is like because you have like Arakeen and Dune, so you have like a lot of the like locations in the game are in this, and then
Kinjal, blade weapon.
Yeah.
Assigned to target persona not currently assigned to blade. That target generates +1 force during a duel. That makes sense. I got that.
Yeah. This guy has this card gains +1 dueling rank. So I think your dueling rank is your knife, and then like your force is like the gun. So your gun is like open battle, and then your knife is like dueling.
Okay.
So
like some things can't duel.
Right. Like an army doesn't duel.
Yeah.
But like Stilgar can. So sweet. Some Dune smugglers. Order of the Sword. Enhancement title. Assigned to a target persona.
I wonder if subdued is tapped.
Could be.
Because I see a lot of subduing.
Yeah.
This says each house must pay 1 Solari per holding they govern to the Imperial Treasury.
Now, okay, good news. Amount. We have a pronunciation guide.
Okay. That's good.
And also good news is there actually is an index to the rulebook. So,
okay, that's great.
Subdue. Okay, originally page 26. Okay. Per page 26, subdual. The act of turning a card face down on the table is called subdual.
Okay.
When a card becomes subdued, it is considered concealed, entrenched, wounded, or otherwise disabled until it is deployed again. To subdue a deployed card, turn it face down in its current position. Subdued cards can neither be engaged nor assigned additional cards until they have once again been deployed. Similarly, subdued cards are not eligible to be targeted by effects generated by other cards, unless a card operation specifically targets a subdued card. Cards placed in your assembly are not considered subdued. Subdual is also considered a status. You may examine any subdued cards you govern at any time during the game. You're reading, okay.